Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the list of Switch 2 games, the launch games that are going to be there at launch, and of also the ones that have been announced. We are on Eurogamer, so if you want to go check this out, go check out Eurogamer. This is where this list is. There are other places that have lists too. But we're going to look at the Switch 2 games, and I want to talk about the stuff that I, myself, will want to have a look at. Now, we'll go down this list. Mario Kart World. If I can get a copy of that isn't ridiculous, I will have that, and I'll play it. But I want to be very clear now. If I have to pay £75 to £80 for that game, forget it. I will wait. I will get that game secondhand way later on. Not interested at that price. And a lot of the price is going to be involved with a lot of these games, depending on how much they do go for. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, I'm interested in, but that's going to massively vary on the price. I wouldn't want to pay more than £15 for something like that, and I just have a feeling Nintendo are going to charge more. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. Now, I have done a video on that game on this channel. I think it was a very okay game at the time. I've been thinking about going back and playing it since it's had the updates and the expansion. However, now that it's coming to Switch, I'm very curious about playing that game. And that is definitely a game that is going to be on my list to look into, because I think the Switch would be an interesting place to play it. Split Fiction is a game I would like to play, but it's finding someone to play it with. So if I can do that, that'll be something I will check out. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Switch 2 editions, probably not. Just for the thing of that, I don't really have an inkling to play them. They do add some stuff, but not enough to bring me back in. So maybe if I can get the expansions, it all depends on the expansion price. If it's a 20 quid upgrade, then not so much. We'll see. Hitman World of Assassination. That would be interesting to see that, actually. That definitely is a game that I would be interested in. Bravely Default, probably not at launch. Curious about those games. I've never really played them, but probably not at launch. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Again, curious about that. Deltarune, no. Fortnite, no. Civ 7. I don't know whether to get the Switch version of this or the Switch 2 version of this. I like the idea that it has mouse controls, and that alone makes me want to get it for Switch 2. It might be one of those ones where I buy it now, cheaper for Switch 1, get the upgrade path, and then do that. Survival Kids, no. Kunitsu-Gami, probably not. Pure Tetris S2, I don't know what that actually has, so probably not that. Rune Factory, probably not. Fast Fusion is definitely a game that I want to check out. The last Fast game was really good. Shinnen do amazing with that tech that they have, so that would be a definite purchase day one. The Awakening Complete Edition, not really interested in that. Street Fighter 6 is an instant purchase for me. I'd like to get Years 1 and 2 Fighter Edition. Again, going to depend on the cost, and I would also like to get the amiibo for that, so that's going to be like day one. And then maybe Ridge Racer. We'll see. And then you've got the up-and-coming Switch 2 games. So just out of this list, there's a lot of stuff here that I would like to get day one. I think the big ones were Mario Kart, depending on the price. Cyberpunk, for sure. Civ 7, for sure. Assuming that, it might be easier to get the upgrade path on that one. Street Fighter 6 and Fast Fusion. So those are the games I would like to get early on, and probably I'm only going to have the funds for so much, so I've got to kind of be quite choosy what I can show off. And then we've got up and coming games, so there's a lot of stuff here like Raid Remastered, not really interested in, not with Tamagotchi Plaza. Donkey Kong Bonanza, obviously this is going to be a huge one for me, having seen more gameplay for that game does look incredible. I would like to cover that. Shadow Labyrinth, I would like to cover that because that's that weird Pac-Man game. That's the AI game, not really interested, or Story of Season. Wild Hearts does look kind of cool. Dragon Drive, I think it's going to depend on the price. I like the concept of it. We shall see. Tony Hawk's, I don't know whether to get this on Switch or Switch 2. We'll have a look, see what's whether it's one of those ones I pick up on both or one. Deus Ex Machina getting a new game is crazy. I kind of like the first one, but I only played the demo. Horror Warriors, I probably won't get to start with. That's a game that will come later. Marvel Cosmic Invasion does look very good. Witchbrook, not interested in. Professor Layton, not interested in. Kirby Air Riders, if that comes out this year, I would like to play that. Reanimal is definitely like a horror game, so not for me. Elden Ring, I'm not into these games, but I am curious as to how it runs. So, Star Wars Outlaws, I would like to play that game. Borderlands 4, this is a must. I would definitely be getting that on Switch 2. I want to see how that runs. Starseeker Astroneer, probably not. It's like a multiplayer game. Dustbloods, probably not. And then all this other stuff for Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, I would like to play. EA Sports, Madden, all this all this stuff, Human Fall Flat and Enter the Gungeon, not overly worried about. And then as for the Switch 2 edition games, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is an absolute must. I will be there day one playing that. Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know yet. I really don't know. It's going to depend on how much the upgrade path is, because I own those games. Jamboree, probably not. And Kirby, I'd love to play Starcross World. If that has a whole new like bunch of levels and things, that would be really cool. Pokemon, I don't really care either. So there's a lot of stuff coming out within those first few months of the Switch 2 that I really want to cover. I need to make it very clear that with the cost of these games and things like that, whatever I end up covering, there's more games are going to get more coverage. As in, it won't just be a one and done video with the Switch 2 stuff. So for me, if I'm playing something, let's say I'm playing Street Fighter 6, I will probably make videos on each of the fighters maybe, or a bit various different mode, maybe some online stuff. Like, I'm going to have to be very pick and choosy about the games I've got and, you know, the content I'm going to make, because games are going to be more expensive. Unfortunately, the thing, like Civ 7, playing that on Switch 2 and doing, and like either streaming games with it or playing games and showing that off, especially the mouse mode, probably worth doing, you know? So we shall see. We shall see what comes around there, but I just want to show, that's just me talking about sort of the games that I'm interested in looking at, and the games that are coming out already. There's obviously a ton more games that are going to get announced, so I am going to have to pick and choose and keep a list of the things that I want to play and follow it that way, but expect a big mix of games. I mean, this is assuming I can get hold of a Switch 2 at launch. I hope I can, but there will be hopefully a good mix of games. I won't be able to cover everything, but I will hopefully be able to cover a good chunk of for games for people to go, oh yeah, that's actually cool, and we'll make it fun. We'll do a variety of videos on each game. So yeah, there's just my that's my plans for Switch 2 launch window. So hopefully you can look forward to that. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today then, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description, as always. And until next video, I will see you then.